Would you like to become a fascinating personality, break free from plateaus, and gain power over your mental resources and your full potential? You came to the right place. Welcome to a magical journey to yourself. This show is made in Germany. If you like the show, please subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or puremindmagic.club. Welcome to Season 1, Shaping Your Reality. And here is your host, international magician, speaker, and book author, Victoria Mavis.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new midweek motivation of the Pure Mind Magic podcast. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the show on iTunes or Podbean so you won't miss any of the new upcoming episodes with great inspiration just for you. For today, I picked the topic of panic point. And before we dive into this episode and why it is called Panic Point, I have a quick info for you that my new book, How Podcasting Can Change Your Life, is now available on Amazon. It is under my real name. It means the author is JSR. And the title, How Podcasting Can Change Your Life. You will find a direct link in the show notes below this episode. Panic Point. I thought it's a great title and you can learn a lot from that. So let's talk about why this is called Panic Point. We all live in our comfort zone where we feel safe, and our body, together with our subconscious mind, are doing everything to keep us in this comfort zone where we feel safe and we are not filled with fear. So you can imagine, as a magician, before you enter the stage, there is always this kind of fear because you don't know who's in the audience, how the show will turn out, and all these things. And you can, I think, relate to it when you think of when you are about to give a public speech. So you're always dealing with the unknown and you go out and now everything is watching you on whatever you're doing on stage for every moment. So there's a lot of tension involved in that. And I remember this year in January, I was at a seminar and it had to do with quantum physics and also obviously with mindset. So at the first day of this 7-day seminar, we were told that we would go in groups to a secret place and we would be faced with all of our fears, and we got no clue on what was going to happen. So I was in the group that had the honor to be there the first day in the afternoon. So we were taken out from the location by bus and no one was knowing where we were going. We got a meditation to prepare ourselves and the claim was stay on the path. So I was sitting in this bus and the seminar took place in Spain. And maybe you know this when your mind starts to think different thoughts at a high speed. So I was thinking, what could that be? I hope nothing with spiders or snakes or like bungee jumping, because I don't feel like it. But it would be really bad to say I don't do it when everyone else is doing it. So I was thinking all that, and of course, we had to sign a release form before, so I thought, there could be some danger involved in this whole project. And I really felt uncomfortable, but tried to calm my mind down just doing the meditation we got for the preparation. And then we arrived, I saw the sign. And I thought, yeah, I kind of expected something like that. I'm not sure if I really like it, but it could have been worse. So the sign said, high rope course. I don't know if you have done something like that before. I have a lot of respect when it comes to climbing. And yeah, we got out of the bus and were told that there were different levels we could do. And we were introduced on how to work with the ropes around us and how to secure ourselves. And we got another meditation to prepare, so everyone was taught to do it in silence somewhere to really center the mind. And there were a lot of people who were really afraid of heights, so another challenge for that. And then when we started, I thought, okay, I do a lot of training. I'm gonna take the higher level to go around there. It was already late afternoon, and it took some time for the first attendees to get up there and get through there. So when I finally got up, I thought, wow, that is already quite high just to stand there on the platform. I mean, it's been just 15 meters or so around above the ground, but it felt high. So I thought, okay, I have to go, I have to do this. And I took then the first steps on the rope. And as I said, so the first time I was doing something like that and everything was shaking. That made it even worse because there were people in front of me and then people coming after me. And I went the first steps and I thought, okay, stay on the path, think of the meditation, calm your mind, focus, and just take one step after the other. So it worked for around 20 meters. And then there was a part where I couldn't see how to move on. And I stood there on the rope. And this was really my panic point. I really got panicked because I couldn't see where to take the next step. And I wasn't able to get back. So I was stuck on the rope in like 15 meters high. Then I thought, I can't tell them to get me down. How should they get me down? There is no way. And they were filming the whole thing. So it would have looked really bad for me to say, I can't do this anymore. So please take me down. So I closed my eyes, because the eyes are the organ where the most energy goes out and also comes in, and thought, okay, it doesn't help to be here in panic, because when you are in panic, you can't think straight and you can't see any opportunities around you. You are just in the survival mode, and I'm quite sure you have experienced this as well somewhere in your life. So it is important to open up your mind again, to let the panic, the fear go, so that you can see new opportunities. And this is exactly what I have done. So I calmed my mind, I've got my focus back, and I thought there must be a way, because other people have gone through this point also and have done it and completed the high rope course. So I must be able to do this as well. And as soon as I started breathing and calming and opened my eyes again, I could see above me that there was another handle where I could secure myself to go on. And it really felt good, and I felt a lot of release there, because I was so in panic that my whole body was shaking, and it really hurt. It was shaking so much in my knees. It was such a tough situation there, just this little moment. And the interesting thing is, after I've got through this panic point, it got easier to go around the high rope course. And in the end, I felt so secure that I was holding myself just with one hand and enjoying more the landscape around it. So I've grown into it by overcoming this panic point. And this was the thing of the seminar, to get beyond yourself, to make this experience, to remember when you get back that you can get behind yourself when you are about to create new things in your life. So it was really helpful. And since to this day, I'm thinking about this panic point and how I got through when there comes something up where I feel a lot of pressure in my life, a lot of tension, to think of it that I have to calm down to see the solution, to see the opportunities to get out of this tough situation. And the thing is, always in your life, when there are big changes about to happen and you are about to leave your comfort zone and everything you know around you, that your body will do everything to keep you in your comfort zone because you're safe there. And this is a thing where you have to go through. There will always be a kind of breakdown before you have your breakthrough. And in this phase, you are faced with so many fears. Everything comes up and all these worst case scenarios will run in your mind over and over again. And it is really important that you stay on the path to create this magic and go through this dark period. And it will make you stronger, obviously. And I found a really cool book. I mean, the title is so perfect because it is called Mindset Magic. It's a small book, and I hope that I pronounce the author correctly because it's a really complicated name. So it's Christy Trutznick, I would say. I'm going to put it in the show notes as well, so you can check it out if you want. It's a paperback book. And there, the panic point is also mentioned and how to go through, and as well as all the challenges you will face when you are at that point. And I promise you, this point keeps repeating and repeating itself. So whenever you move further, there will be this panic point, and you're better off when you prepare yourself that it will come anyways. And in another podcast episode, I heard a really cool claim around that. It would say it's the same, just in other words. And the host said, "New level, new devil," and that is really true. So it doesn't matter what you solve, there will be another devil, another challenge, another panic point, another breakdown, and finally another breakthrough. This is the only way how you can evolve and grow into a bigger person. And you remember, when you want to get new things, when you want to reach a higher level, you have to change your identity. You have to become another person first before you can have whatever it is you want. So this is the lesson of this episode. To go through the panic point, prepare for it, know that it's coming, and then, as it was said in this cool book, Mindset Magic, I'm going to read it to you. It says, "From the ashes of the panic comes your greatest point of power. A greater version of yourself is being birthed." I just found that so great that I thought I have to read that to you. And as I said, you will find the book in the show notes. It's a short book, so easy to read, but there's a lot of great things in there all around the mindset. It's not from a magician, but I think Mindset Magic is just a great title. And when you've been listening regularly to this podcast here, you know that it really all comes down to mindset, and that you have to get your mindset right or change your mindset to create the magic in your life and fulfill your biggest wishes. So that's it for today. I hope you took some advice, some inspiration out of it, and I would be really happy if you could leave a short comment when you got something out. Maybe you've been in a similar situation or you are right at the moment, then just leave a quick review for this episode. That's it for today. I have prepared another interview for you coming up on Friday with the author Mark Hepwood, and we will talk about his book Happiness Rules. In the meantime, you can check out my book, How Podcasting Can Change Your Life. That is also mentioned in the show notes. I wish you a very magical day, and until next time, create some magic.